lot of people have been asking the question lately, is it racist for a white person or even just a non-Japanese person to wear kimono? Now I think you know the answer I'm going to give already, but I can explain why I think the way I do. The idea that you can somehow take something from someone by forming a shallow or even hateful perception of them already assumes that human worth is relative rather than intrinsic, and I simply don't believe that. I believe that Asian people are intrinsically equal to all other types of people. It assumes that you should be overly concerned with what other people are thinking of you. And if you are thinking that way, I think you've already got a problem. While I sincerely believe that racism is a horrible evil, I don't believe it's effectively fought by getting angry or changing your behavior to accommodate it, because you're already not giving people an accurate view on who you really are, and that doesn't do anything to solve the problem. You're never going to be happy. You're never going to live in a world where racism doesn't exist at all. It's always going to. You can only do what you can to minimize it within yourself and to not encourage it in others. So the real question people should be asking themselves is, does it actually harm Asian people when non-Asian people wear a kimono? And the answer to that question is a resounding no. In Japan right now, the industry of kimono making is in serious trouble. There are a lot of legitimate traditional artisans who are losing their jobs, they're not having successors, nobody's buying their products because nobody's wearing kimono anymore. And the reason they're not is because people don't really know what to do with it anymore. In Japan, there is a full kimono rental industry devoted to dressing Western tourists in kimono locally. If they stopped patronizing them, they would have no way of surviving. That's what puts food on their table. So if people stop going to Japan and doing that, they're not going to be able to feed their children anymore. Finally, and most significantly, the decline in kimono wearing is considered to be a national problem in Japan, and so people within the industry have actually put together many initiatives to encourage Western people in Western countries to wear kimono. For example, there is a set of kimono currently touring the world in the lead up to the Tokyo Olympics depicting different countries on kimono. There are also preparations to have a kimono fashion show in New York Fashion Week, again to encourage Western people to see kimono as a viable and wonderful garment. They would not be doing this if it would harm them. So in conclusion, wearing kimono cannot be racist because it helps Japanese people. Wearing kimono cannot be racist because it does not harm Japanese people, instead it helps them.